Have you ever wondered how to use content marketing to grow your business, make more sales, and at the end of the day, make more money with your online business? If so, stick with me because in today's video, I'm gonna share with you 3 simple tips to use content marketing to grow your business in 2020 and beyond. Hey, my name is Misha Wilson, and in the last few years, I've done over $10 million in sales online. I've generated well over 1 million leads, and I've done a bunch of content marketing. I've seen a bunch of people do it, and I've seen a bunch of people do it really well and really poorly. And today I want to share with you the things that the people who do it well do so that you can emulate their success. With that said, let's go ahead and dive right in. Welcome to the Misha Wilson Show, where we show you how to create massive success online so you can enjoy the lifestyle of your wildest dreams. All right, here we are. So before we dive in, I want to kind of take a minute and talk about why content marketing, and I actually want to tell you a little story. So we have a business where we sell anything from $37, products, information products, downloadable courses on the front end, all the way up to $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 coaching and mentorship programs on the back end. And sometimes, within the business, you can get consumed by a bunch of different activities. You can just kind of go, right? And we got about 1.5 years into going ahead and selling our programs. We filled up literally rooms of hundreds of people, and we had, a bunch of people in our coaching program. And it kind of dawned on me, it might be smart to look at the actual path that the people are going down and coming through who have gone ahead and purchased our higher ticket, more valuable programs that of course add more profit, more cash to the bottom line, right? It might be smart to look at the journey that the people take who end up going ahead and purchasing that higher ticket thing, so that if we know that journey, we can then kind of create more of a roadmap to bring people down. So after going ahead and once again, having hundreds of people join our mentorship program for well over $10,000, I spent some time and I did some critical analysis, and I looked at all the various people who came through and went ahead and got started with our coaching mentorship program. And at first I wasn't really noticing anything, right? They had purchased different products on the front end. One person had purchased a $1 product, one person had purchased a $47 product, one person came from one traffic source, another person came from another traffic source. And it kind of wasn't, a trend that I could look at, see, identify, and then duplicate and replicate, which is really what I was looking for. But then after about a 2 or 3 day period of just kind of going through the data on a daily basis, I noticed one thing that completely and totally blew me away. And that one thing was that literally each and every single person who was in our coaching program, literally without fail, each and every single person who was in our coaching program was consistently watching our YouTube videos, or consistently reading our blog posts, or consistently engaging on social media, and specifically interacting with our actual content marketing strategy, and interacting with our content in a way that led to them consuming the information and content that I was putting out, and as a result, essentially buying more products, more services, and more goods that we had to go ahead and offer. And before that, I had kind of been skeptical of content marketing because I wasn't generating a ton of leads or sales immediately with it. But after that, it was this huge aha moment where I realized that content marketing wasn't necessarily always all about making a quick sale, generating a quick lead, or bringing someone through your actual sales process immediately, but it is literally one of the most most valuable processes and items in your business if you want to go ahead and make more sales to existing customers, create more profits, and be able to charge more for your goods and services. So with that said, let me share with you 3 tips that you can use content marketing so you can replicate that result and make a whole lot more money in your business. So the first thing I want to talk about is the importance of knowing your market and knowing where your market tends to hang out. All right, so depending on what market you're in, the people that you're going ahead and targeting, the group of people who kind of are your perfect buyers for that actual product and service that you're going ahead and selling, it's gonna vary where those people actually hang out. So as an example, if you're going after a target market that might be a little bit older in age, well, they might tend to want to read versus watch a video like this one, right? If you're going after a target market that's younger in age, they might not want to watch this video or read anything. They might be on social media and they might be wanting to consume their actual content through various social media platforms. Now, the only way for you to really know and dial in the exact platform that you should go ahead and start creating content on is to take some time and get out of just creating content, but instead look at the actual person who you're targeting. Look at your demographic. Look at the person who you want to go ahead and consume your content so that when they consume your content, they buy more of your courses, they get started with your mastermind programs, and they ascend up your value ladder like they did for me, and figure out where that person is, and then make the decision, when it comes to what type of content you're gonna create, whether it be YouTube videos, social media posts, or blog posts, based on who that actual person is, all right? So the first step, and this is a very simple, common sense step, but it's also a step that a lot of people go ahead and forget, is to start with the who, figure out exactly where that person is most likely to be, and then let's choose that actual avenue for content creation before we go ahead and create a bunch of content that ends up getting seen by no one, which as a result helps you in no way, shape, or form for your business. So that's the first thing. Now, the second thing is once we've identified who specifically we're going after and where specifically those people are most likely to hang out, we can go ahead and select what type of content we're gonna go ahead and create when it comes to the actual medium. So videos, blog posts, social media posts, etc. Next, you have to come up with actual content topics, all right? And this also circles back to knowing exactly who you're going ahead and targeting before you start creating a bunch of content that doesn't mean anything to the people that you're actually targeting. So what you want to do is you want to get crystal clear on firstly who you're targeting, and then secondly, the biggest problems that those people face. And ideally, you want to get crystal clear on the problems that they face before going ahead and making a buying decision. So there are certain questions that people will ask before they go ahead and decide to buy something. You want to get crystal clear on what those questions are that your target market's going to ask. There are certain problems that people need solved before they go ahead and buy something. You need to get crystal clear on those problems that your target market is going to go ahead and ask. So as an example, let's say someone's in the internet marketing world and they're looking to go ahead and get signed up with an autoresponder. They might search something along the lines of best autoresponders to use, 10 best autoresponders to use, best autoresponder tools, and so on and so forth. That question of what autoresponder should I use when I'm first getting started is a question that if we create a piece of content around, and if we educate them and help them to see why our solution, if we're selling an autoresponder, is the best solution, is once again a buying intent question. So we want to get crystal clear on firstly who the market is, and then secondly their big problems, but specifically the problems that they face or the questions that they have before they go ahead and make a buying decision. And then and only then do we want to start creating content. And so at that point, what we do is we create a bunch of different blog posts, YouTube videos, social media posts, no matter what medium is that you went ahead and chose, addressing those actual problems, all right? So create content around those problems and create content answering those questions that we just went ahead and came up with our actual market research, so that when someone in your target market actually ends up coming to your content, instead of it just being entertaining, instead of it just being, something that they enjoy, hopefully, it's actually something that entertains them, it's something that they enjoy, but it's also something that actually gets them to pull out their credit card and make a buying decision so that you can grow your business and you can make more money, because ultimately, well, that's what you're here for. So that's the second key. Get crystal clear on the 10 biggest problems and the 10 questions that people ask before they go ahead and make a buying decision, and create content to start out with on those specific questions. And third, and this is another obvious point, but also extremely high impact, is be extremely consistent. All right, so if I would have put out one piece of content when I first got started and then no one bought from that one piece of content, which guess what? No one bought from that first piece of content. No one bought for my first 100 pieces of content, but if I would have stopped then, I never would have reaped the rewards of going ahead and producing a bunch of content, having people listen, watch, and read the content, and as a result, end up purchasing my higher ticket programs. What you need to realize is that with content, it's a marathon strategy, it is not a sprint strategy. You're running a marathon, you're not trying to go 0 to 60. And so create an actual plan and figure out how often you can create content that is high quality, that actually solves the problems of your market, like we talked about a minute ago, and then come up with a publishing plan that you can stick to and that's realistic. Maybe that's once a week for you. If it is, that's fine. Be super consistent once a week for the next 5 years and your content marketing will serve you immensely. Maybe that's once a day for you. If that is, that's awesome, congratulations. Be super consistent once a day for the next, 5 years, probably just for the next year, and your content marketing will absolutely serve your business. Maybe it's 3 times a week, whatever it is. The key is to set the actual publishing plan, get crystal clear on how often you're comfortable with going ahead and committing to creating content. And then no matter what the results, no matter how many views, no matter how many clicks or engagements or likes or shares you may get when you go ahead and create content, once again, stick to the formula. Know your target market, know the questions that they're asking, create content answering the questions, be super consistent and be super persistent in going ahead and creating your content. And what tends to happen is there's kind of a snowball effect. So at first, literally no one is reading, no one's listening, no one's watching, but then slowly but surely it tends to catch on. Oftentimes you'll have 1 or 2 pieces of content that kind of go viral, a bunch of people see it, and then you have, again, those people who have been tuning in just a little bit for a little while, then you have a surge of people who end up reading your content on a daily basis when something goes viral, and all of a sudden, very quickly, you've gone from almost no one watching to a bunch of people watching just because you've been consistent, persistent, and you've stuck with it through the entire process. So those are my 3 tips for the day. I hope you got a ton of value. If you did, don't forget to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon notification button so you're notified every single time I create a new piece of content just like this. And with that said, let me know what your biggest takeaway was in the comments section below. I read every single comment. I try to reply to each and every single one as well. I love hearing your takeaways. Let me know what your takeaway was. And just for watching, I want to go ahead and give you 2 free gifts. 1 gift that's going to show you how to get a bunch of traffic to your website, and 1 gift that's going to show you how to follow up like an absolute master to make a bunch of sales. In the last 20 seconds of this video, you'll see a video right here that you can click and watch for the full details on how to go ahead and download those gifts. And go ahead and check out this video as a related topic video that you can use to really take your content marketing business plan and strategy to the next level and beyond. With that said, I hope you got a ton of value. Hit that subscribe, bell icon notification button, and I will see you in the next video.